Good afternoon, everyone. We are bringing you commentary today of Tottenham Hotspur against Liverpool from the Premier League. I'm your alternative commentator, Sean Kelly, and you are listening to the Commentary Hub. Tottenham are looking for a first victory over Liverpool in over 5 years now. Go back to October 2017, the last time Tottenham beat Liverpool in the league. Of course, in that time, in several league meetings, but also a Champions League final in Madrid that Liverpool won by 2 goals to nil. Your lineups for today: Antonio Conte having to make changes. In goal, we've got Hugo Lloris. A back five or back three, depending on which way you look at it. Eric Dyer, Clement Longley, and Ben Davies in the middle. Wing backs of Emerson Royale and Ryan Sessegnon. A midfield three of Yves Bissouma, Rodrigo Bentancur, and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, who scored the winner midweek against Marseille. And then in attack, Son is out after fracturing his cheekbone during the week. So we've got Harry Kane up front being supported by Ivan Perisic in what is quite a defensive looking Tottenham lineup, but Conte's hands are somewhat tied. Dejan Kulusevski is back on the bench. And your Liverpool lineup looks somewhat familiar. We've got Alisson in goal. Back four of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ibrahima Konate, Virgil van Dijk, and Andy Robertson. In midfield, it looks like back to the 4-3-3. So we've got Fabinho, Thiago, and Harvey Elliott in midfield. And in attack, we've got Mohamed Salah, Roberto Firmino, and Darwin Nunez. On the bench for Liverpool, they have several options, including Jordan Henderson, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Fabio Carvalho. Liverpool looked a lot more solid midweek in the win over Napoli with the return of Konate to the starting lineup, and he keeps his place ahead of Joe Gomez today. Curtis Jones also dropping to the bench for this one. So we're almost ready to get underway. Tottenham looking for a win that would put them back up to third in the Premier League after Newcastle's win earlier, dropping down a place, whereas Liverpool are now currently sitting in 10th place in the table after today's results, but a win today would see them climb to 8th. Not used to sitting this low after several decent seasons under Jurgen Klopp. Of course, last season saw these two share the points twice, but what were two fantastic games. The first one was here in London in December. It was a 2-2 draw. There were several talking points after the game. Harry Kane escaping a red card for a challenge on Andy Robertson, and then Robertson himself getting sent off near the end of the game, deservedly. And then in May, we had the reverse fixture at Anfield. Liverpool going for the title. Unfortunately, their chances were derailed somewhat as Son scored before Luis Diaz scored an equaliser, but Liverpool were unable to find a winner to keep pace with Manchester City, and of course fell just short in the end of their pursuit for a 20th league championship. So we're almost ready to get underway here in London, North London. Of course, some of the players will have the World Cup on their minds, with Gareth Southgate set to name his squad during the week. So we are underway. Liverpool playing from left to right in their all red kit. Tottenham goes from right to left in their usual kit of white shirts, blue shorts, and white socks. And we're in the action here with Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's going to pass into Elliott. Harvey Elliott definitely looks like a 4-3-3 for Liverpool. Spreads the play wide to Andy Robertson. Robertson back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk into Fabinho. Now it's Konate travelling with the ball, and he's fouled by Ivan Perisic. Goes down the French defender. Of course, that will be something to look out for today, as any injuries at all at this stage will probably rule players out of the World Cup. So they'll be keen to avoid that. But their current managers and supporters will be hoping they're given everything for the cause here today and not distracted by events in Qatar in a couple of weeks' time. There's Bissouma now winning the header. Nothing makes a bit of a meal of that, but Harry Kane sorry, it wasn't Harry Kane, it was Perisic once more coming back from an offside position. We'll get the play going again with Harvey Elliott. Trading passes with Alexander Arnold. Nice settled start from Liverpool. Kanate travelling with the ball again, finds Robertson in a bit of space. Robertson plays it down the channel, looking for Darwin Nunez, and hits a volley, and it's a fine save by Hugo Lloris. Firmino in the follow-up, can't get a shot away, and Tottenham scramble to clear. Ryan Sessegnon with Firmino blocks and so for a goal kick. That was the first chance of the game. It's a decent strike from Nunez. Rolling into the channels, Robertson playing in behind the defence. Nunez took it first time on his right foot. It's a very good save actually by Hugo Lloris, one-handed, to get a good strong contact in that and put it up in the air away from danger. Excellent from the World Cup winning goalkeeper in his 350th Premier League appearance. Be looking to go back to back in Qatar in a couple of weeks' time. From Liverpool again now with Robertson. Change of passes with Firmino. The avenue is blocked off by Emerson Royale. Liverpool's throw. That's Thiago. Back to Fabinho again. Fabinho back to Kanate. There's Virgil van Dijk on the ball now. And Robertson. Thiago. Kanate. Liverpool made the better start here, keeping the ball quite confidently. Knocking it around, but Tottenham, I suppose, do seem happy to let them. It looks very much a starting 11 set up to defend and counter-attack. Just really missing the explosiveness of Heung-min Son on a day like today. It's a lot of joy against Liverpool previously. He and Harry Kane work so well together up front. He's a very reliable player for Tottenham, but that unfortunate injury during the week against Marseille keeps him out. Tottenham will come into this some confidence after coming from behind during the week, although the first half they were all over the place as Marseille dominated them, but it was a good character to stay in the game and eventually get the win. Firmino now to Salah. Salah finds Robertson. Robertson again with the ball down the channel for Nunez, who will retrieve this. Good play from the Uruguayan. Nunez into the box and eventually runs out of room. And a goal kick. Ends up lively here to begin with. Darwin Nunez. Got a little bit frustrated with himself there. He couldn't have made more of that. He's been the danger man so far. Yeah, both sides coming into this off wins during the week, but unfortunately for Liverpool, they finished second in their Champions League group, so they'll await the draw tomorrow where they could get one of Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, FC Porto, or Benfica. Tottenham win as group winners and have much more options to who they could face. One of 6 sides. Liverpool throw in now Fabinho. Fabinho, Elliott, and Alexander Arnold there. Nice little triangle of passes to get away. And here comes Thiago. Andy Robertson. Van Dijk. Again back across to Robertson. Listen to alternative commentary here for the commentary hub with myself, Sean Kelly, as Van Dijk goes long looking for Salah, but Eric Dyer heads away. Højbjerg ties up, and Tottenham can hold on to the ball now for a little spell. It's Emerson Royale. We're up on the right hand side. Clips the ball in long, looking for Perisic, but can't win the ball, and Alexander Arnold comes away with it and exchanges passes with Harvey Elliott, and that is sensational from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Hit that first time, finds Nunez. Nunez cuts inside. It's a shot. Oh, it's just wide. Well, that would have been some goal from Darwin Nunez. It was all about the pass from Trent Alexander-Arnold in the build-up. Amazing crossfield outside of the foot. Right into Nunez's stride. The touch was good. And he was caught inside towards the edge of the area and maybe just ran out of room slightly. Couldn't get complete control of the strike, but it wasn't a million miles away. A very lively start from the Uruguayan. 6 minutes gone here. It's Tottenham 0, Liverpool 0, but Liverpool have started the better. A couple of efforts from Darwin Nunez, one saved by Hugo Lloris, one just wide. Jurgen Klopp have settled better the two teams here. Ben Davis there, or winning a throw in. Previous results from today include Arsenal with a massive 1-0 win over their local rivals Chelsea. Oh, mistake from Emerson Royal and Andy Robertson there in the middle. Both decided to let the ball run. Ended with Bentancur, now to Kane. Højbjerg, Basuma. Wide to Ryan Sessegnon. Sessegnon chance to get at Trent Alexander-Arnold, but comes back to Højbjerg. Højbjerg brings it back to Ben Davis. And it's all the way across now to Eric Dyer. Tottenham come the right hand side now. That's sloppy control from Ivan Perisic. And he fouls Fabinho once more. It'll be a free kick for Liverpool. Pressure eases somewhat. Yeah, to say earlier on, Arsenal beating Chelsea by a goal to nil, a goal from Gabriel. Big win sends it back to the top of the table. Also had victories for Aston Villa against Manchester United by 3-1. Newcastle won 4-1 at Southampton. And Crystal Palace claimed a last minute winner to beat West Ham 2-1 in another of the London derbies today. As Liverpool come now once more with Darwin Nunez. It's back to Robertson. It's Van Dijk. Van Dijk across to Ibrahima Konate. Finds Harvey Elliott. Konate now out wide to Robertson. Robertson to Nunez. Nunez is blocked off. Emerson Royal and Harry Kane will pick up the ball. Thiago does well. The Spaniard, and the ball is now back with Alisson Becker in the Liverpool goal. There's it to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Konate gets rid of it. Salah up for the header with Ben Davis. It'll be a Tottenham throw in. The last touch Salah. On the way out. And it was Clement Longley. Also scored in that midweek win in Marseille. Had a goal at a time when Tottenham really needed it. They were on the way out of the Champions League at that point. Longley's goal got them back in the game. Of course, they ended up winning the group. 1-3 along with Eintracht Frankfurt. Liverpool a bit more of a comfortable night midweek in the sense that they were already qualified. They did end Napoli's unbeaten start to the season with the 2-0 win. It's good defending there by Longley to get in ahead of Nunez. Tottenham can get going now with Emerson Royal. To Dyer. Here's Basuma starting to get a longer run on the team now. Injuries further forward. Ball comes on, looking for Bentancur, but Alisson is quick to deny his fellow South American. And Liverpool are back in possession now with Virgil van Dijk. It's Konate. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Yeah, Liverpool unable to top the grip as they got a 4-goal win. The 2-0 victory wasn't enough, but they'll be happy enough to boost confidence after some poor results recent weeks in the league. Here's Nunez now. Finds Salah. Mohamed Salah, goal! Liverpool lead 1-0, and it's the least they deserve. It's Mohamed Salah who is rifled into the bottom corner. And Liverpool get rewarded for their positive start here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's a 125th Premier League goal for the Egyptian on his 270th Liverpool appearance, and that is an excellent goal from the Reds. Andy Robertson with the ball out wide. In Nunez with a touch in the box. Unselfishly finds Salah, who turns sharply and buried it in the bottom corner, giving Hugo Lloris absolutely no chance in the Tottenham goal. Well, after the start Nunez has made, you would have thought he might have tried to take the shot on there himself, but teed up his fellow attacker, and that is a brilliant finish from Salah. Very, very sharp. And Liverpool take a 1-goal lead after just 10 minutes. Tottenham 0, Liverpool 1. And that midweek helped restore a bit of confidence after some poor recent weeks. Then the opening 10 minutes here should really have the Reds believing in themselves. It's been a very assured start. And Alexander-Arnold now in the right back position. Back to Konate, and Liverpool can afford to take their time and just it's kind of thrown Tottenham's game plan up in the air a bit now, because they're going to have to come out and attack. It looked like they were set to defend and counter for the set up to defend that way anyway. I will have to attack and should suit Liverpool. It's Firmino to Fabinho. Really shouldn't change anything what they're doing, though. They're in control of this game from the start, and just keep at it. You're bound to get more chances just from the state of the game. You're probably delighted with what he's seen here so far. Alexander-Arnold now. A lovely pass to Salah. Salah, wonderful touch, but the ball across is behind Roberto Firmino. And Tottenham come away his possession. Emerson Royale clears it long. Alisson doing what he does best, sweeping up behind the defence and clears the ball. It's Fabinho now. Firmino. Referee playing advantage there after the foul. Harvey Elliott. To Alexander-Arnold, back to Elliott. Now across to Van Dijk, who's in space in the centre of the pitch. To Konate. Alexander-Arnold now inside to Mohamed Salah. Flicks it round the corner to Nunez. And his ball just wouldn't settle for him there. It looked like he was winding up a shot. Thiago. Right to Harvey Elliott. Elliott to Salah. Salah shuts him down on this occasion and fouls Ryan Sessegnon. It'll be a Tottenham free kick, which they will be glad to receive after being under quite a substantial bit of pressure there again after only just conceding. Liverpool looking for a first away victory in the Premier League this season. Their away form has not been good so far. Tottenham have only lost once at home in the league, but it was in their previous encounter with Newcastle. So this would be back-to-back home defeats. The scoreline remains the same. There's a long way to go yet. It's Royale to Harry Kane. Kane turning Konate and getting the cross. It's a brilliant cross, and it's off the post. Well, Alisson came out and didn't get enough on it. And it looked like Bentancur, with the effort, hit the post. Here comes Tottenham again. Højbjerg, and Alisson spills it. Very shaky looking there from the Brazilian goalkeeper. And Konate got rid of it before. Well, there was no real Tottenham players in to mop up the rebound, but Ibrahima Konate did his job and cleared. First to attack of the game from Tottenham. Here comes Emerson Royale. Goes it into Kane. It's good defending from Van Dijk. Oh, those clearances blocked. Kane again. And Konate does complete the job. Clears it and is back with Clement Longley in the Tottenham defence. It's a nice touch by Bentancur to Bissouma. It's a good challenge from Thiago as well. And Sessegnon now going against Trent Alexander-Arnold, but Alexander-Arnold stands firm and wins the ball back for his side. And then wins the throw-in. Højbjerg intercepts the pass. Look back on that previous chance. It was even Perisic. He was in the area. Kane cross was deflected. Alisson came for it, didn't get near it. Perisic got there first. And just came off Alisson and hit the post. It was fortunate more than anything for the Brazilian goalkeeper. comes Andy Robertson now, charging forward, and that's surely a foul, and it is from Rodrigo Bentancur. It gives the referee a mouthful in the aftermath. Robertson returned into the ground where he was sent off last season. It's Harvey Elliott now back to Konate. Konate to Van Dijk. That'll give Tottenham some encouragement, though. It's the first time they've shown any real promise in the attacking third. It's the first shot of the game, actually. So it'll give them hope if this game is still well within their grasp. Sessegnon does well there to beat Harvey Elliott. Come forward with the ball. Sells Firmino a dummy too. It's a good run by Ryan Sessegnon. And the throw in on the left hand side of the field, which he himself will take. Under this, he feels he might have an outside chance of making the England squad now as well with the news of Ben Chilwell's injury. And perhaps Luke Shaw is the only favoured starting option on the left hand side. Sessegnon might feel he could sneak a place in the squad. Of course, injuries to Reece James, Kyle Walker still not back. There are places available in the fullback areas. Trent Alexander-Arnold, another one who'll be hoping to get on the plane, and surely well now after James's injury. It's Thiago now on the ball in the middle of the field. Exchange of passes with Andy Robertson. Rolls it over now to Ibrahima Konate. It's Trent Alexander-Arnold with his left foot looking for Salah. Tottenham do well there. Get rid of it. It's back with Alexander-Arnold. Loses out. Here comes Perisic. Perisic slips it into Sessegnon. That looked like a push from Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he's definitely given the referee a decision to make. The referee saying no, but there's definite arm on the back there of Ryan Sessegnon. I'll be surprised if VAR don't have a look at this. There's a mistake initially from the fullback to give the ball away. Perisic slipping it then inside, and hard to tell from that angle. The referee was very. I don't know. That looks like a push to me. The arm is on the back. It's going to knock Sessegnon off his stride. But VAR agreeing with the referee and it's play on. So Trent Alexander-Arnold gets away with one a little bit there. It would have been soft, but I think sometimes when players running at full pelt, it wouldn't take an awful lot for them to go over. I think sometimes people forget that, and that was definitely enough to knock Ryan Sessegnon to the ground. But play on anyway with Perisic. Looking for Sessegnon again, but Harvey Elliott and Alexander-Arnold deal with it. And Elliott's taken out there by just a combination of players. Højbjerg is the guilty party on this occasion. Listen to commentary of Tottenham 0, Liverpool 1 for the commentary hub. Liverpool have a great record in recent years against Tottenham. That defeat I mentioned previously, the only one in Jurgen Klopp's tenure, was a particularly bad day at the office. 4-1 defeat. And I think it accelerated the drive for Virgil van Dijk and a new goalkeeper. Or Dejan Lovren in particular having a very torrid afternoon that day. Tottenham throw in here in the left back area. Commentary services would also like to thank our broadcast partners for this season, JB Sports and Storm FM. Of course, you can find us on Twitter. Twitter handle is @CommentaryLive1. Or you can go on our Facebook page, facebook.com/the Commentary Hub. You can interact with us on there. If Nunes comes forward, it looks like a foul on Bissouma. It is. Tottenham get going again with Longley. Number 2, Ben Davis. Ben Davis' 280th Tottenham appearance today. It's a good career, the Welshman, and he'll be going to the World Cup with his country in their first appearance on the world's biggest stage since 1958. Longley again on the ball now. Chips it out wide to Sessegnon. There's a bit of space. It's been a good response to the goal this from Tottenham. Here's Harry Kane. Just put it through the legs of Fabinho and does come away with the ball. Van Dijk was looking for Alisson to come out there, but did enough himself, the Dutchman, to get rid of the ball. Tottenham come again. As I say, good response from Antonio Conte's men. I'd be happy with this. Things could have very easily gotten away from them in the aftermath of that Mohamed Salah goal. Here comes Emerson Royale now. Royale is across and Alisson punches it. Doesn't get an awful lot on it again, but Fabinho clears after a heavy touch. And Salah can keep this in. Does, and wins the throw in. It's a shaky looking start from Alisson, who's probably been Liverpool's best player this season, so you forgive him a couple of nervy moments, but we'll be hoping he regains some composure as this game goes on. Alexander Arnold now as Liverpool look to take back control of this game. Konate now to Van Dijk. Van Dijk finds Thiago. He hasn't had an awful lot of the ball so far. Konate, lovely pass into Elliott. Pops it off straight away to Alexander Arnold. Firmino here out on the right, a bit of space. Not often you see him out that way. Van Dijk now. To Fabinho. Fabinho over to Konate. And to Alexander Arnold. That's a nice pass from Alexander Arnold. Fabinho steps into space. There's Thiago now. Spurs look outnumbered there in the middle. Robertson. Back to Thiago again. Shimmies away from Bentancur. Returns it to Robertson. There's Nunez. Back to Van Dijk. Good spell of possession this for Liverpool. Konate. To Fabinho. Back to Van Dijk. Thiago. Fabinho. This is really upset Liverpool down again after that little bit of pressure from Tottenham. So way back to Alisson, but didn't take with the slip there, and it's a Tottenham throw-in. So all that possession has really come to nothing. It wasn't the best pass out to him from the Brazilian goalkeeper, which sums up a little bit of what we've seen from former Roma goalkeeper so far. Tottenham in possession of Ben Davis to Longley. The Barcelona man is Eric Dyer. Davis. Davis sends the ball down the channel looking for Sessegnon, who's been bright so far. Konate much too strong there, although Højbjerg blocks his attempted clearance. There's a throw in. Excellent pressure there from the Danish midfielder. Chasing down lost causes. There's Kane. Kane with the foul on Harvey Elliott. Has lost control of the ball. Really positions you kind of want Harry Kane in, either to the left wing to try and pick up the ball, but Tottenham really struggling for options in attack with Son and Richarlison both out injured. Kulusevski only fit enough for the bench after missing quite a few games recently. And Lucas Moura, who is also doubtful for this one, but is fit enough to be on the bench. Ryan Hill also there, but does not seem to have the full trust of Antonio Conte. Well down the pecking order, the Spaniard. And Dyer now. Crossfield, diagonal pass to Sessegnon. It's a wonderful first touch from Ryan Sessegnon. Konate does well to cover after Sessegnon got away from Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's out for a throw-in. A really bright start from the left wing back from Tottenham. It was a great pass from Dyer as well. Just allowed Cessna to keep going, take the first touch past Alexander Arnold. It was good defending from Canate to cover his teammate and sniff out any potential danger. Davis now going long, looking for Bentancur, who seems to be doing his best to get up to support the front two out of the three midfielders. Liverpool definitely have lost their way a little bit in the last 10 minutes or so. 27 minutes gone here. Ben Davis on the ball. Davis back to Longley and Bissouma. Bissouma, that's nice from Tottenham. Okay, now looking for Perisic. Just too much on that cross. And the Croatian is unable to get anything on it. The ball run harmlessly for the Liverpool goal kick. Some nice football in there between Bissouma, Kane, and Bentancur. Ideally, you probably want someone crossing to Harry Kane there. He might have threw himself at that. Perisic not able to get on the end of the Englishman's cross. And a good goal kick which Alisson takes short out to Robertson. Chips it forward. That's a poor header from Eric Dyer. Nunez looking for Salah. Salah's fouled by Clement Longley. Doesn't look like a missed pass there from Darwin Nunez to find his teammate, but Salah did get to it. Got there first ahead of it was Ben Davis, so quite a high challenge from Welshman. Lucky to get away without a yellow card there. He'll take the free kick short. It's Robertson now in the left hand side of the midfield. It's Firmino, nice turn. Robertson again. It's Thiago. Back to Van Dijk. Thiago again now into Fabinho. Fabinho comes on forward. Salah. Salah gives it away. And Emerson Royale can clear. There's no one up there for Tottenham to transfer the ball, so Alisson comes out. Gives it wide to Alexander Arnold, who goes long looking for Nunez. It's with Eric Dyer now. Here comes Emerson Royale on the right hand side of the Tottenham defence. Gives it back to Dyer. Dyer to Longley, who can carry out a defence here. It's dangerous, and the Frenchman gets away with one. There's a handball against Darwin Nunez there. But Clement Longley took a bit of a chance there in defence as three Liverpool players were in and around him. Longley has it now, finds Ben Davis. Davis to Kane, operating very deep. Canate, a good challenge. And the referee gives the foul there on against Ibrahima Canate. It looks like a shoulder to shoulder, but he was happy to go up against it there with Harry Kane, pulling him into the left back area. It was Dyer. Dyer to Davis. To Longley. Longley into Bissouma. Bissouma finds Dyer. Bissouma again. Half an hour gone here. It's Tottenham 0, Liverpool 1. And the alternative commentator, Sean Kelly, for the commentary hub. Where you can find us on Twitter at Commentary Live 1 or on Facebook at facebook.com/the Commentary Hub. Get our some social media interaction going there. Also sweeping up again there in defence. Salah turns Davis strong there from the Egyptian. Running at the Tottenham defence, checked back, goes to Fabinho. Andy Robertson. Robertson to Nunez. Thiago now. Thiago spreads the play wide to Harvey Elliott. Takes it down on his chest. Good touch from the teenager. Cross in. It's too deep. There's Thiago. Oh, it's blocked. Blocked by Eric Dyer. And Tottenham clear the ball. Thiago caught that very sweetly after Emerson Royale made a bit of a mess of his clearance. It was more of a lack of communication than the Brazilians' fault. Robertson now to Nunez. Playing a wide left today. Doing a good job so far. The third wide. Robertson giving Fabinho a bit too much to do there. And Liverpool lose the ball. But it's harmless enough. It's back with Hugo Lloris. Lloris to Bissouma. Bissouma finds Dyer. Back to Longa. Both teams will be in action midweek, of course, this week as the League Cup resumes. Liverpool host Derby, while Tottenham will be taking on Nottingham Forest. And then next weekend, we'll see the final round of Premier League games before the club scene takes a break to reach the Premier League and Championship level for the World Cup, which you'll be getting plenty of coverage on the commentary hub when the tournament gets underway. It's a lovely pass again to Alexander Arnold wide to Nunez. His touch is just a bit heavy. Now Derek Dyer to get the challenge in, but it's Thiago. Robertson now. Nunez. Thiago. It's Robertson again. Bit of a chance that was for Nunez to get at the Tottenham defence, but touch was just a little too heavy. Here he is again now on the left hand side. Attempted pass is blocked by Clement Longley. He takes the throw to Robertson. Thiago again. Up the tempo. And Salah. Salah gives it away again. He's done that a few times today so far. Mohamed Salah. And Liverpool made a bit of a mess of this. Their own doing. Perisic gets there ahead of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Puts inside. Sessegnon now, and that's a foul for a push this time by Alexander-Arnold outside the box. The referee does give it. And that was a mess. All of Liverpool's own doing there. Starting with Mohamed Salah losing the ball. Perisic charging down against Trent Alexander-Arnold, and then eventually Ryan Sessegnon drawing the foul out of the English fullback. He's looked good going forward here so far, with a couple of tricky moments in defence. So it'll be a Tottenham free kick in a dangerous position, high in the left wing. Of course, no Son makes some of these set pieces, but it looks like Perisic will be over this one. And he has the option of going with either foot. One of the most two-footed players you'll see at the highest level. He's going to go for the right footer here. One man on the wall for Liverpool, which is Salah. Perisic takes, but Harvey Elliott heads clear. It's a pretty poor free kick. Sessegnon will fall up. It's blocked by Alexander Arnold. And Liverpool can complete the clearance through Thiago, and Alexander Arnold sweeps it wide to Nunez. Liverpool on the break now. Darwin Nunez up against Emerson Royale. The Brazilian wins that tussle and blocks the cross. Robertson wins it back. Here's Nunez again. Robertson. There's Roberto Firmino now. Firmino in the box. That's for the shots. Blocked by Royale again. Robertson retrieves it. Fabinho. Back to Robertson. Robertson's cross into Salah in the box. Salah still with it. Oh, and the cross is blocked there by Fabinho, sorry. From Firmino. Alexander Arnold with a low one. It's blocked as well. As Harvey Elliott keeps things alive. Robertson now. It's a good spell for Liverpool. Bentancur closing it down. It does well. It will be a Liverpool throw in deep inside the Tottenham half. 35 minutes gone. Tottenham 0, Liverpool 1. Mohamed Salah with the goal early on. Tottenham have responded well. It's just been a decent little spell from Liverpool here as they try to double their lead. Haven't really tested Hugo Lloris though since Salah opened the scoring. And a couple of nervy moments themselves in defence, with even Perisic hitting the post. Aside from that, it's been a lot of play in the middle third of the pitch. Here's Elliott now on the turn. Now he finds Andy Robertson. Inside to Thiago. Back to Elliott again. Fabinho now. Wide to Alexander Arnold. Here's Mohamed Salah. Inside to Firmino. Assuming gets in ahead of the Brazilian to disrupt the Liverpool attack. They'll come again now with Thiago. Finds Nunez. Thiago, and Robertson enjoy themselves out on that left hand side. A couple of nice passes between one another. Salah now on the right, inside to Elliott. Flicks it back to Salah. Hands it back to Kanate. Van Dijk. Fabinho. Alexander Arnold now to Salah. We'll do a give and go there with Harvey Elliott. We'll switch to the other side of the pitch now with Thiago. And Salah. And play stopped here. Looks like a bit of an injury for Harvey Elliott. Something must have happened off the ball as he played that little give and go with Mohamed Salah. I might get a look now and see what's happened. Looks like he's just had a knock off Davis. Is it a clash of knees? Or it's just a bit of a heavy knock from Davis. Not a lot in it, but definitely feeling the effects. A reminder, Liverpool lead 1-0 through Mohamed Salah. Being set up by Darwin Nunez. Lovely finish into the bottom corner. Very sharp goal scoring instincts from the Egyptian there in the box. Reminder of today's earlier scores. Arsenal winning 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. A goal from Gabriel. Newcastle went to the south coast and stuck 4 past Southampton in a 4-1 win. But Unai Emery marked his first game as Aston Villa manager for 3-1 victory over Manchester United. Also earlier, Crystal Palace had a 2-1 victory over West Ham. A last minute winner coming courtesy of an Aaron Cresswell own goal at the London Stadium. This play gets back underway with Elliott back on his feet now. And it's with Alisson in the Liverpool goal. Alisson goes long. Salah down the middle. Oh, and it's a terrible header from Eric Dyer. And Salah's through. And Salah clips it over Hugo Lloris. And it's 2-0 to Liverpool. And what a mistake that was from Eric Dyer in the Tottenham defence. A calamitous back header. Salah pounced. And there really was no doubt once he was bearing in on goal. And it's Tottenham 0, Liverpool 2. And that is not what Tottenham would be looking for heading into half time. Such a harmless ball forward from Alisson. Dyer just got his header completely wrong. It looked like it came off his shoulder. But Salah was sharp, and it's a delightful finish over Hugo Lloris. Let's just see. I really don't know what Dyer was doing there. He was trying to head it back to Lloris or head it away, but got himself all in a muddle. And Salah was electric. Burst through. It's his second of the game. And it's a long way back now for Tottenham from here. They're going to need a big second half. So 126th Premier League goal now. You're getting number 125 earlier. In 270 Liverpool appearances, a phenomenal record for the Egyptian. And is now could be on for a second hat-trick of the season after netting one against Rangers earlier in the campaign in the Champions League. 5 minutes to go now in this first half, and Tottenham have it all to do, and that will not help them from Ryan Sessegnon. It's straight out for a throw in to Liverpool. Conte tries to get his men to settle down. If they can get into half time now, and with the score as it is, a 2-0, they could regroup and have a go in the second half. But you fear another goal would kill their hopes dead in this game. As we see Dejan Kulusevski and Lucas Moura conversing on the bench, I'd imagine it won't be too long until at least one of them making an appearance as Liverpool come again now. Salah and Firmino exchanging passes. Firmino looking for Nunez, but Dyer deals with it on this occasion. Oh, and Lloris this time charged down by Firmino, and well, Tottenham taking so many chances at the back. Lloris looks very relieved there. Dwelt on it for far too long. Roberto Firmino charged it down. Lloris was able to claim the high ball then, harking back to his mistake in the World Cup final 2018. It ultimately didn't cost France anything, but could have done on another day. Tottenham breathe again after that. It's Davis now. Looks for Perisic down the channel, but no, sorry, it's Højbjerg. That's really not going to cut it for the London side. The ball went harmlessly straight to Alisson, who can take as long as he wants over it and allow Liverpool to take complete control of this game now, really. He was long looking for Nunez. Thiago was in there battling with Bentancur, and it's the Liverpool man who wins the throw in, and he pops straight up to get it back. While Bentancur looks a bit dishevelled after that encounter. It sums up how the two sides are feeling at the minute. Liverpool spreading their step. Tottenham with a bit of a bloodied nose after that first half. Thiago again now to Fabinho. A nice pass out wide to Alexander Arnold. That's a ball from across him. Finds Firmino inside. Liverpool enjoying themselves now. Firmino chips it out to Robertson and lots of space on the right. Robertson's cross towards Firmino. It's a good header by Longley. It's cleared by Dyer, only as far as Thiago. Thiago's shot is blocked, and Emerson Royale trying to prevent the corner. It does, and wins the throw in off Darwin Nunez. Tottenham just really need to hold on now. Get to half time and allow their manager to have a word and probably rejig things tactically. So to get anything from this. It's, Robertson to Thiago. Harvey Elliott now, space in the middle. Elliott goes for the shot and Lloris saves it, and they go for a corner. It's an awkward one for the Tottenham goalkeeper. It bounced in front of him. Harvey Elliott looked for the far corner, but Lloris deals with it. I think I make out the first corner of the game. We approach the final minute of the first half. It'll be Trent Alexander-Arnold who will take this out-swinging corner with his right foot. Salah's in there lurking, looking for the hat-trick goal. Kanate's also up there. It's a poor corner, doesn't beat the first man. Elliott again, and there'll be another corner. There's a shot blocked by Bissouma. Corner on the opposite side this time, which I suspect will mean Andy Robertson will take on this occasion. Interesting to see how much stoppage time is given now when the fourth official holds his board up. Van Dijk in there, Kanate, Nunez, all out in height. Robertson with a corner towards Kanate. It's headed up and cleared as far as Elliott takes it down beautifully. And it's it all the way back to Alisson. 1 minute added on here in this first half. Alisson goes long. Looks for Robertson. Tottenham header wins that. Goes out for Liverpool's throw in. Tottenham 0, Liverpool 2. So we just approach half time here on the commentary hub with myself, Sean Kelly. First half has flown by. Liverpool started well. Tottenham came back into it after conceding the opening goal. And then a mistake out of nowhere from Eric Dyer, allowing Salah to pounce to make it 2-0. Tottenham will have a lot of work to do now in the second half if they're to get anything from this game. As the referee blows his whistle, Liverpool go off with smiles on their faces. The job's only half done though, and they'll need to come out and finish things off in the second half. It's Tottenham 0, Liverpool 2. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the commentary hub for coverage of the second half of Tottenham Hotspur against Liverpool. Of course, it's Liverpool. They're in the ascendancy here, leading by 2-0. Two first half goals from Mohamed Salah. And the Reds will be buoyed by that as they seek a first away victory of the Premier League season. Of course, they did pick up 2 away wins in the Champions League against Rangers and Ajax, but away wins in the league have been hard to find. So this would possibly give their season a kick-start before, of course, it does come to a temporary halt next week. No changes at half-time, which is somewhat surprising given Tottenham's predicament here, but they're going to stick with what they've gone with so far. I suppose, in a way, the scoreline, yes, is hold on, so we get a cross in the box. Kanate clears up, and there'll be a Tottenham corner. Tottenham did do okay for a spell in that first half. It was just a dreadful mistake from Dyer that cost them the second goal, but the performance might have been alright, but the scoreline now 2-0, I think Conte would need to gamble and bring Kulusevski or Lucas Moura on just to get another man in attack. Tottenham the most goals from corners this season, and then look for another one here. This ball comes in, it doesn't beat the first man, which has been symptomatic of the game for both sides, and Andy Robertson clears it. It's back with Hugo Lloris. Pumps the ball into the London sky. Canate deals with it. And Firmino now touches it back to Fabinho. We're coming together there with Højbjerg. Tottenham looking right tonight for a bit of treatment. Sorry, it was Yves Bissouma. He was on the ground. And Fabinho both fully committed to that one. Fabinho kind of catches him with his hip. Is it on the follow through? Not a lot in that at all, really, but must have hurt Bissouma. 170 goals now for Mohamed Salah in 274 appearances. An astonishing record for the Egyptian, who, of course, had the incredible first season, and many thought he may have been a one-season wonder, but proven to be anything but. A large part of why he would have been successful in the past few years. Even Perisic now. Perisic going against Trent Alexander-Arnold, cross to the back post. For Emerson Royale, but Darwin Nunez is there. And it'll be a Tottenham corner off the Uruguayan. Good defending initially. Why he felt the need to fly in over the top to head it out for the corner is another question, but it'll be a Tottenham corner from the right hand side. Playing from left to right in the second half. Liverpool going from right to left. Perisic now in swing with his left foot. Such a novelty seeing that. Where I should see more of it at top level football, but oh, it's a good header. It was saved by Alisson. Brazilian did well there. It was a first real chance for a set piece for either side. It's glanced towards goal by Eric Dyer, looking to make amends for his earlier error. But Alisson saved it and held it importantly for Liverpool as they get on the ball for the first time really in the second half with Harvey Elliott. To Thiago, oh, it's a mistake from the Spaniard. Gives it away. Bentancur to Emerson Royale. With Dyer. Dyer, a nice pass. Nice Sessignon at the back post. Perisic off the crossbar. The woodwork is rattled for the second time by the Croatian, and Liverpool escape. Oh, that was a real chance for even Perisic. Even better than the one in the first half. So unlucky to see Cannon back off the crossbar. Here's Dyer again. Dyer to Bentancur. Bissouma. Emerson Royale. To Bissouma again. To Longley. Good start to the second half. This from Tottenham. Here's Ben Davis. Space on the left for Sessignon, but he switches right instead to Eric Dyer. Dyer measures his cross. Oh, and it almost caught Allison out there. Allison's furious with his defence as he tips it over for a corner. He's annoyed at Andy Robertson not getting out quick enough to stop the cross, and Dyer very nearly found the net there. Of course, it says cross there that led to the other chance for Perisic. Good play by Sessignon to pull it back. And Perisic really unlucky. He controlled the effort, but just off the bar. Here he comes again now. He's been very involved in the second half. Take the corner, left footed. And Robertson deals the flat at the near post. And so another poor corner from the Croatian. It was chipped in. Thiago will have to deal with. It's good pressure again from Tottenham. Trent Alexander-Arnold chests it down. Wants to get it away, but only as far as Højbjerg. Bissouma. Right to Emerson Royale. Dyer's on the overlap on the right again, the third time. Wants to come inside, but that's Harvey Elliott. There's a chance, and it's wide from Ryan Sessegnon on his weaker right foot. Not really the man you'd want in that position. It was a difficult effort, but even Perisic levels of two-footedness, he is not. It's Tottenham 0, Liverpool 2 here. The second half is really just getting warmed up. It could be in for a big 45 minutes of action, particularly if Tottenham could get back into it fairly quickly. Emerson Royale now charges forward. Perisic gets the better of Robertson. Perisic trying to cut in his left foot, but Fabinho uses that one. There's Bentancur. Bentancur to Højbjerg. Muir to Bissouma. Wide to Dyer again. Dyer steps inside past Nunez, flicks it forward, but that is harmlessly through to Allison in the Liverpool goal. You get the sense Dyer's really looking to make amends after what happened in that first half. He's been heavily involved here so far. Harvey Elliott now is who really need to get on the ball and settle into the second half. 7 minutes gone, and so it's Virgil van Dijk. Is it wide to Alexander Arnold? Salah lets the ball beat him as well there. Mohamed Salah finds Firmino, who loses out. And Tottenham have it back now. And it's a bit too hurried that time from Højbjerg. Alexander Arnold looks for Nunez, but nothing doing on that occasion. Emerson Royale inside to Bentancur. The space now for Højbjerg finds Kane. Kane going wide. Van Dijk falls him over. That's good defending from Konate, getting back to cut out the cross. And Liverpool can come away with the ball through Harvey Elliott and lots of space. There should be chances, I guess, in the second half to counter. Here's Firmino now. Firmino to Nunez. Nunez in the box. Salah, chance for the hat-trick. It's saved by Lloris. Oh, Salah won't get many better opportunities like that to complete a hat-trick in the Premier League. It was good play again from Darwin Nunez. The inside left position unselfishly found Salah. Here come Liverpool again now with Harvey Elliott. Just slows play down, wins it back to Alexander Arnold. Fabinho, Elliott again. Alexander Arnold's a bit too casual. Intercepted by Højbjerg, but back with Konate and all the way back to Allison in the Liverpool goal. Yeah, as I mentioned, there should be gaps in the second half as Tottenham have to. Oh, Allison really got away with one there. Took far too long. Harry Kane coming into Robin. Allison did just enough in the challenge. It could have gone wrong. So many levels there for the Brazilian goalkeeper. Oh, Elliott is a lovely turn. It's fouled by his long way. As we look back on Mistake from Allison. Very nearly costly. Took far too long. Roy Keane to get in, but Keane just couldn't get full control of the ball. Allison did just enough to get away with it. A couple of times he's looked a bit unsteady today, the Brazilian goalkeeper. It's Van Dijk on the ball now. He's a two his goalkeeper. Chips it long, looking for Salah. Salah wins the header to Elliott. The return, looking for Salah again, but Longley deals with it. Right, looking to keep the attack alive and does this play well today. Harvey Elliott. It's Thiago. Now to Robertson. Robertson to Elliott. Looking to find Firmino. Dyer deals with that. And Bentancur does brilliantly there in midfield to come away with the ball. The pass to Harry Kane isn't great. It's all got a bit scrappy in there from everyone. Thiago giving that one away, and then Spurs hurriedly trying to get forward, giving it away too. Offside flag goes up there against Salah. Spurs defender with a very high line there. Conte barks out some instructions from the touchline. You wonder how long it'll be before he looks to his bench. Just how fit is Dejan Kulusevski and Lucas Moura. Will they be able to give a 25-minute appearance here? Maybe good challenge by Thiago. It's Fabinho now to Nunez. Liverpool on the attack here. It's the Uruguayan. Nunez cuts inside. Space shot saved by Lloris. He just didn't really catch up, but it really opened up for him in the middle. And he'd be disappointed with himself not to work Hugo Lloris a bit harder there. It's right at the French goalkeeper. And space on the other side for Emerson Royale. Liverpool look quite open here. That cross is harmless and goes out for a goal kick. Brazilian knows he got that one wrong and puts the hand up in apology. Find himself in loads of room. Liverpool perhaps overcommitted at the previous attack, but the cross completely harmless. Liverpool come again now with Nunez, who's looked to threat all game. Wide on the left, up one-on-one against Eric Dyer. Beats him down the outside. Nunez pulls it across. Blocked and cleared. And Tottenham can come away with it. Again, it's just too hurried. There's no composure in that midfield. Liverpool have a little bit of it at times, but Tottenham are showing none. And moves are breaking down constantly when they're in, not even in good positions, but just can't build any attacks because of it. So Nunez, it's a heavy touch there. He's very annoyed at himself. It'll be a Tottenham throw. 57 minutes gone here. Tottenham 0, Liverpool 2. Here, Emil Højbjerg here on the ball to Bissouma. It's a nice turn by Bentancur. It's a good ball into him. It's Emerson Royale. To Bentancur again. Scored the winner last week against Bournemouth. They desperately love a goal here to help us say get back into the game. Ben Davis now. He's in the Højbjerg bit of space here. Bissouma, chance for a shot. Turns back in. Royale leaves it. Bentancur with a cross. That is desperately overhit from the Uruguayan. There's no player in world football would have gotten the end of that one. Far too much power and height in the crossing, which was a decent position. Tottenham did have numbers in the box that time. 4 men in the middle. Complete waste from the former Juventus midfielder in his 30th Premier League appearance. Signed on what I believe is a 2-year loan deal. Also had some news emerging at half-time, unconfirmed reports that Ralph Hasenhüttl has been sacked as Southampton manager, so keep an eye out on social media through the evening on that one. The side lost 4-1 earlier to Newcastle at home, and they're currently in the relegation zone with a trip to Anfield to come next Saturday. Board must I think things are a pretty desperate situation if they're deciding to act now rather than wait one more week before the league breaks up for the World Cup. Nunez working hard there, tracking back. Now wins the free kick for the foul by Emerson Royale. The fans will be happy to see that from their big money summer signing from Benfica. Helping out his teammates in defence. They're approaching the hour mark here. Live coverage of Tottenham 0, Liverpool 2 for the commentary hub. With today's player of the match sponsored in the hub is sponsored by Commentary Services. Nunez finds Salah. Salah's away looking for the hat-trick. Mohamed Salah. Good defending by Longley, and the flag goes up for offside in the build-up. I think that had gone in, it would have cemented Salah's place in the man of the match reckoning. He was just offside there. Also, Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcast partners this season, JB Sports and Storm FM. You can find the Commentary Hub on Twitter at Commentary Live 1, or follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/the Commentary Hub. An hour gone here as Tottenham look to get back into this game. Kanate otherwise played well today, the Frenchman. Steadied things in midweek against Napoli and looked commanding again at centre half alongside Van Dijk. He clears that. That's a lovely touch to Firmino. Gives it back to the Egyptian. The touch this time is just a little bit too heavy. Liverpool could have been away there. Tottenham come with Emerson Royale. Side to Bentancur. Kane. That's good play from Fabinho and Thiago to deny Kane between them. And Nunez now. Lovely skips away from Bissouma. It's a little bit disjointed from Firmino. And Tottenham regain possession now with Ryan Sessegnon, who's been a little quieter this half. Had a good spell in the first half. And Liverpool were only one goal up. Bissouma now to Dyer. Dyer looks for another cross towards the middle, but it's blocked this time. And now Thiago's on the ball, finds Salah and Firmino. Lovely give and go. Salah again. Finds Nunez. Nunez takes him in stride. He's into the penalty area. Darwin Nunez, no one in the middle though. So he has to come back to Salah. Salah to Robertson. Salah again. It's Fabinho now. We've got a patient in attack here. Thiago lines up the shot. It's dragged wide from the Spaniard. Hasn't scored since last November in a 4-0 win against Southampton. He's the second of goals in back-to-back games, but none since then. Lucas Moura is for a warm-up. It cannot be long now until Conte looks to do something in this game. Slips further away from Tottenham's grasp. He, of course, loves the three-man central defence, but I wonder would he be tempted to even abandon that here. Seems unthinkable for someone like him, but we'll have to do something to try and get more men in attack. Emerson Royale now to Dyer. Dyer's got to attack plenty in this half to support Emerson Royale from that right centre back channel. Bissouma now to Longley. Longley wide to Emerson Royale. That's a good cross to the back post. Sessegnon's there. It was Kane. It was Kane got there first. Probably should have left it for Sessegnon, but a brave man to shout Harry Kane in the box to leave it. There's Nunez now for Liverpool. It's taking the time in attack. Thiago. Robertson. Thiago game slips, but who's holding the ball? Van Dijk now. To Robertson. Don't think you're. Oh, it's lovely from Andy Robertson. It's away from two. Looks for the cross, but it's blocked. And we'll go for a corner to play with a Scottish fullback there. He's looked one of Liverpool's better performers in recent weeks. Of course, a lot of fans put that down to the fact that Costas Tsimikas is such an able deputy that they are able to rotate and keep things fresh in that area. And he'll take this corner. As I say, Liverpool are looking patient in attack, but Klopp will not be too disheartened. It's, of course, are 2-0 up. No need to rush things. Robertson's corner is taken. It's cleared as far as Harvey Elliott. Wide to Firmino. Firmino back to Alexander Arnold. It's it wide. Salah. Oh, that was a chance for Mohamed Salah. Just couldn't really sort out his feet and goes for a goal kick. Is he onside at the back post? He was. Great ball from Alexander Arnold. Salah could have taken that in a stride. He could have been in for a hat-trick goal. Just knocked it onto his right foot now for a goal kick. Clement Longley now for Tottenham. 65 minutes gone. Still no real sign of them getting back into this game. 2-0 behind. Similar to their last home game against Newcastle. They did get one back then to Harry Kane. They'll need something from someone here to get back into this. Alexander Arnold winning the header ahead of Sessegnon. Elliott does well against Ivan Perisic, but it will be a Tottenham throw on the left-hand side. And here come the changes. And it's Dejan Kulusevski who'll be making a welcome return to action from Tottenham. Not just coming on yet, but he and Matt Doherty are stripped and ready to go. And try and make a difference for Antonio Conte's men. Basuma now. Nice control. It's in just outside the box. With sliding challenge from Thiago. And he and Fabinho and Harvey Elliott between the three of them. So half deal with it. Basuma again, it's a free kick. Followed by Roberto Firmino there. And the Mali international. Signed from Brighton in the summer. It's 125th Premier League appearance for Basuma. Perisic will stand over this free kick. Plenty forward here. Ben Davis, Tottenham Longley, Eric Dyer, all up from centre back. We've got 5 in the Liverpool box. And it's a good header. It's just wide from Harry Kane. He appeals for the corner, but don't think he's going to get it. He was onside too, Van Dijk playing him on. It was a good header from Kane, but how close was it? Not a million miles away. Alisson didn't get a touch to it. As Matt Doherty enters the fray, Emerson Royale, replaced by the Republic of Ireland international. And here comes Kulusevski, who comes on much to the delight of the Tottenham supporters. And he's on for Ryan Sessegnon, so presuming now that even Perisic will go to full or left wing back, and Kulusevski will get up there in support of Harry Kane. He's had a great impact since joining on loan from Juventus last January. Kulusevski. Tottenham fans will be delighted to see him again after missing several weeks of action there through injury. Just need to get Son and Richarlison back now to get their full complement. Here is Kulusevski now testing himself against Van Dijk. Goes down in the box, but nothing. And that Van Dijk was just too strong. There's Nunez now. That's good play from Basuma. Win the ball back. It's Doherty. Up to Dyer. And here's Longley. Longley to Davis. To Højbjerg. However, from Benton Kerr. Right to Eric Dyer. It's Matt Doherty now. Spurs will be hoping he's a bit more joy than Emerson Royale. Kulusevski. Kane goal! Instant impact from Dejan Kulusevski to find Harry Kane. And Tottenham are right back in this game now. Brilliant finish from the Tottenham captain. And it's goal number 250 in a Tottenham shirt. Well, the substitutes combined there. Doherty into Kulusevski. Slipped it inside to Kane, and that is a brilliant, brilliant finish. Across Alisson into the far corner. And what a final 20 minutes we're going to have in store here now. Bright play from Kulusevski shows the importance of getting someone numbers up beside Kane, allowing him to get in the box rather than him coming deep, which works when Son's on the pitch, but not so much when Perisic is a strike partner. And Conte is full of life now as Tottenham are right back in this. It's an 11th Premier League goal of what's been a very good season for Harry Kane. Just overshadowed slightly by the fact that Erling Haaland has blitzed things so far, but 11 goals is an excellent return. The referee comes over and talks to Antonio Conte here. Andy Madley reaching for his pocket. It's a yellow card for Conte. If it's for overzealous celebrations or what has gone on there, but the Italian is in the book. No players in the pitch in the book so far, but Conte has. And altercation Pep Enders there by the looks of things. Knocking the ball out of the Liverpool assistant manager's hands. But Tottenham look fired up now as they look for an equaliser. There's Nunez and Thiago. Thiago breaking away from Basuma. It's a good play from the Spaniard. Finds Salah out wide. Salah back to Alexander Arnold. It's Harvey Elliott. Salah in the box. Back to Elliott again. Alexander Arnold with a cross. It's headed away by Basuma. Fabinho looking to win it back. And his ball is now with Kane in the Liverpool half. Kane spreads it beautifully. Oh, Robertson dived in there. It was 2-on-1 situation against Matt Doherty and Bentancur. Lucky Van Dijk was there to mop up. Liverpool just need a bit of spell possession here to kind of take the sting out of things. Tottenham heads are up as they look for a way back into this. There's Perisic out wide. Perisic with a cross. Doherty was coming in, he was never going to get in the end of it. We made a good effort. Nunez now, and Robertson will clear. But the ball will come straight back again with Ben Davis. Davis to Bentancur. To Kulusevski. What an impact he's had since he's come on. Matt Doherty on the right, inside. Nice little flick towards Kulusevski. Van Dijk nips in ahead of the Swede. It's Firmino now. Firmino gives it away. Bentancur wins it back. And you wonder, will the Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp look to make a couple of changes now as the side look in need of freshening up there as we at the 73rd minute of this game. And right on cue, we will have a couple of changes. And first off, we'll see Curtis Jones enter the fray to replace Roberto Firmino. 520th career appearance today for Firmino. That doesn't add to his 8 goals this season. Jones comes on, and Jordan Henderson will also join the action as we wait to see who will make way for the Liverpool captain. It's Harvey Elliott, who's had an excellent game today. This looked very good on his 85th career appearance, and Henderson joins us and takes the captain's armband here for the final 17 and a bit minutes of action in North London. And he looks like I thought he was relaying a message, he was just giving a bit of an energy booster to Trent Alexander-Arnold, whatever those drinks. So protein things it is to eat. Strong challenge there from Kanate on Kane, but no action taken from the referee. Kanate stays down. He looks in some serious discomfort here, the French defender. So we see the replay of what happened. Kane does trip Kanate. Doesn't look to be that serious of an offence. I'm sure it's just a free kick. Liverpool will be hoping that Messi's can see it from a different angle. It's no Allison Kane's fault, but Kanate is hobbling. It looked like he might have overstretched, but it's on his feet at least. It looks like he's okay to continue. 15 minutes to go. It's Tottenham 1, Liverpool 2. Mohamed Salah's 2 goals in the first half. Harry Kane get Tottenham back into it in the second. Play will resume now with Allison, who pumps it long. Looking for Nunez. Tottenham take the ball down with Bentancur. Here's Longley. Chipped in looking for Kane. Yeah, Kanate beats him to it and looks okay now after that earlier altercation. It's Matt Doherty now. Back to Eric Dyer. Dyer gives it to Longley. Bentancur now to Ben Davies. Davies to Basuma. Plenty of space for Basuma, but not really in an area where Tottenham can do much damage. Switch of play there from Longley finds Perisic. A wonderful pass from Clement Longley. Perisic cuts inside. Finds Bentancur. Lots of congestion, but plays it wide to Højbjerg. Højbjerg with a cross. Kanate with a header. Enos Kane and Thiago. Heads it away further, but it comes back to Matt Doherty. Kulusevski now. Kulusevski inside to Højbjerg. Back to Kulusevski. You get the crossing. And he goes back to Longley. It's Longley who does get the crossing. It's headed away by Kanate. Only half cleared. Curtis Jones there and high. The referee says play on. Didn't see enough in that. And Allison now get the ball away for Liverpool. It's Basuma. It's been really good from Tottenham in the second half. Liverpool haven't really got going at all. Maybe the Spurs throw in just on the halfway line, which Eric Dyer rushes forward to take. Longley to Davis. Davis wide to Perisic. Perisic inside to Bentancur. Him and Højbjerg seem to have switched sides in the centre of the field. Bentancur operating now more from the left. Basuma now, he's seen plenty of the ball in the second half. And so is Longley. Wide again to Perisic with space. He can attack Alexander-Arnold. Perisic, Alexander-Arnold does well, and it's a corner. 12 minutes to go. And then Perisic puts the ball down in the quadrant and weighs up his options in the middle. So take this right-footed in swinging. Liverpool have plenty back to try and deal with this. Oh, it's a free header for Clement Longley. It's over the bar. What a chance that was for the Frenchman for a first Premier League goal. Oh, he got away completely in the middle there from Jordan Henderson in the 6-yard box, and I think he got up too much on it. Yeah, he just didn't connect cleanly with the ball. Heads over is a great chance for Tottenham to equalise. And another wake-up call for Liverpool. One that they'll need to heed. Robertson with a throw-in. Looking for Nunez. It's more of a front two now for Liverpool of Nunez and Salah. A change of shape, or perhaps Jones has gone out to the left and Nunez is up front. As Canate gives it to Alexander-Arnold. We really need a spell of possession. Fabinho, wide, up wide by Nunez to Salah. Salah finds Jordan Henderson. Right side of midfield, back to Salah. Salah's pass is cut out by Kulusevski. And it's Bentancur. Dyer. Something happened there off the ball. There's a Tottenham player down. They're keen to play on. Dyer. To Bentancur. Bentancur chips it across to Perisic again. Seeing a lot of space. Fabinho cuts out that cross and Alexander-Arnold probably should have gave it away there. I'm sorry, cleared it away rather than giving it away. Bissouma now, blocked by Fabinho. Fabinho again with a challenge, and it's a header back to the goalkeeper from Andy Robertson. Lots of complaints there from Hoyd Europe. The challenge looked okay. Maybe not, it should have been a free kick to Tottenham. Fabinho got nowhere near the ball. Mistake there from the officials. It's Canate now to Van Dijk. Van Dijk to Curtis Jones. Haven't seen much of the ball yet since coming on. There's Alexander-Arnold to Henderson. Alexander-Arnold again. And finds Salah. Salah, nice turn. And finds Nunez. Running in the channel up against Longley. Longley does well to hold him up. Nunez finds Fabinho. Henderson back to Nunez. Henderson now to Fabinho. Thiago. Releases it to Jones, returns to Robertson. Robertson to Thiago again. Oh, it's a wonderful pass from Thiago. Darwin Nunez off the crossbar. That could have sealed it. He's looking at the linesman, but the flag hasn't gone up. And that was a real chance there. Well, it probably was just offside, actually. Don't think that would have counted had it gone in. The flag did go up afterwards. So, as annoying as that would be for Nunez, it would not have counted anyway. Tottenham breathe a sigh of relief. Come in search of the equaliser through Perisic. Gets the ball up on the left wing. Cuts inside, ball into the box. Finds Matt Doherty at the back post. Clever header. Back to Dyer. Dyer with a cross. Oh, it's a good header from Bentancur. It's saved by Alisson. He got a lot of power on that. In a difficult position, the Uruguayan. Liverpool spring a counter attack quickly through Salah. Salah back to Henderson. Fabinho. Thiago. It's a nice triangle of passes, and it's away now to Salah on the right hand side. Liverpool just slowing things down. Keeping the ball, not allowing Tottenham to build up any pressure. Alexander-Arnold now on the ball to Henderson, to Fabinho, Thiago, to Alexander-Arnold again. Now it's Jordan Henderson, and gives that away. And Liverpool lose possession now. It's back of Tottenham. This time at Longley, back to Hugo Lloris. Finds Dyer. Dyer now into Bissouma. 83 minutes gone here. It's Tottenham 1, Liverpool 2. Just over 6 minutes left of normal time. Plus whatever stoppage time we got, is even Perisic is on the ball. To Bentancur. Good cross. Oh, Alisson comes out, deals with that bravely. And the ball is cleared by Canate. And he's hurt the Brazilian goalkeeper. He's taking a bang to the ribs. how much of it was a strong challenge, or how much of that is genuine, and how much of that is just to slow the game down. There's Matt Doherty in there looking to win. It was looking to win the header, and two of them collided. It was a completely fair challenge. Nelson's still down. He seems to be holding his shoulder rather than his ribs, but he's now back on his feet and barking out instructions, so you know he's fine. And it'll be a Tottenham throw in deep in the Liverpool half, which even Perisic will take. He's going to launch it into the box. Long throw. Headed out by Alexander Arnold. Retrieved by Perisic. Tottenham have it back now through Eric Dyer. So we enter the final 5 minutes. Dyer pumps it long. Looking for Perisic's back post. Perisic gets it. Blocked by Alexander Arnold. It's Højbjerg now. Over to Bissouma. Bissouma finds Bentancur. Steady pressure from Tottenham. Kulusevski. Kulusevski deep cross looking for Perisic. He does well to keep it in. Alexander Arnold with the header, and Konate completes the job. But it'll come back again. To Højbjerg. Højbjerg, lovely switch. Finds Eric Dyer. Kulusevski against Curtis Jones. Kulusevski beats Jones. Chips it in, but evades everyone. And goes out for a goal kick. Kulusevski very annoyed there with, I think, Ivan Perisic at the back post. It was a nice ball from the Swede. He's just annoyed that no one gambled to come in and get on the end of it. He's had a good impact since coming on. Liverpool now going to make another change. It's Joe Gomez, who will come on for the final few minutes, replacing Darwin Nunez. Assist to his name today, and a good performance overall from the Uruguayan. Gomez is on now. We'll add an extra defender to cope with this Tottenham pressure. We'll go to a back three, or if Trent Alexander-Arnold may push further up. That looks more like what's happening. Gomez to right back. The hesitancy there in the Liverpool defence from Konate and Van Dijk, but Konate's strong. There's Matt Doherty now. It's a good challenge by Andy Robertson on Kulusevski. It's a Tottenham throw. 87 minutes gone. It's Eric Dyer. Dyer to Doherty. Doherty good cross. Away by Van Dijk. As far as Bissouma, there's Dyer. Kulusevski shifts inside. It's cleared by Jordan Henderson. Salah now can come away with it. Henderson again. Henderson's a foul there on Bentancur. Very poor there from the Liverpool captain. Dawdling on the ball. Gives Tottenham a free kick. Here comes Lucas Moura. Comes on for Bissouma as Conte does gamble a little bit with his formation. Moura will go on now, of course. Scored a very famous late goal in the Champions League to send them into that final with Liverpool. Need one here from someone. It's Kulusevski. Kulusevski over to Højbjerg. Højbjerg finds Perisic on the left. Perisic one-on-one with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Cuts inside, gets the cross in, headed flicked on, and it's just wide. It was Bentancur coming in at the back post from Kane's flicked header, and somehow Liverpool escape. Great play by Perisic. Kane with a header flicked on, and Bentancur just couldn't get on the end of it. It looked a certain goal for Tottenham. Just couldn't leap high enough to get his head on it. And Conte cannot believe it. 1 minute left now in the 90. Plus whatever's added on here at the end by the assistant referee. Alexander Arnold forward to Salah. Seems like there's something more could happen in this game. It's our time to pick the man of the match, player of the match, sorry. Sponsored on the hub by Commentary Services. It's been a frenetic game. Harvey Elliott's played very well. As has Mohamed Salah. I'm going to give it to Ibrahima Konate, who's been excellent at the back once more on his return to action. So today's player of the match is Ibrahima Konate. I'd live to regret that call, as this game seems far from over just yet. Eric Dyer chips it out wide. And for Perisic, it's a great header into the box. Konate's up there again. That's a Tottenham corner. 4 minutes is the signal from the fourth official. 4 minutes added on here. As Tottenham chase an equaliser to avoid back-to-back home defeats. And Liverpool look to hold on for a first away win of the season. Corner taken in, header by Gomez. Salah clears with the right foot. Alexander-Arnold can't keep it in, so it's a Tottenham throw. And Alexander-Arnold was dawdling there. He's Matt Doherty. The cross, and Konate with a header. Back in again by Doherty. Curtis Jones gets a foot to it. Liverpool can't get it away yet, though. Here's Bentancur. Bentancur into Højbjerg. Good challenge from Fabinho. It's a free kick. Looked a fair one, but he got away with one earlier, so we can't complain too much. Free kick to Tottenham. 3 minutes to go. Liverpool making another substitution. Salah is coming off, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain will be coming on. Salah has had the vital contribution today. 2 goals in the first half to go on to 170 Liverpool goals. And could he be the match winner today for Jurgen Klopp's men? Nine touches in the opposition area for Salah today, the most of any player on the pitch. And he goes off now to be replaced by Oxlade-Chamberlain, who's slowly returning to action after a serious injury. Kulusevski now. Don't take the free kick quickly. Great ball in from Kulusevski. Good header from Van Dijk. And Fabinho gets it away. Comes back in again. Jones goes up for this one with Kulusevski. And Bentancur, but Bentancur is too strong. Is it through the legs of Oxlade-Chamberlain? He's long lay now. Bentancur out wide. Will send this one in. Good cross to Lucas Moura. Flicks it on. Alisson punches it. And as far as Perisic, whose volley goes high over the crossbar. And that will be some relief on the Liverpool goal, as this has been a bit of a siege in the last 5 minutes or so. Thiago with a high boot, and there's Lucas headed on. A couple of appeals from Harry Kane, but don't imagine that will be called back. There's about a minute and 15 to go here. Can Liverpool hold on? Alisson sends the goal kick long. Chamberlain wins the header. There's no one up there in support, so it will come again through Eric Dyer as we enter the final minute. Dyer goes long looking for Perisic. Perisic great in the air. Header with Fabinho. Send it away again. Konate now. There's Perisic in a bit of space. Perisic. Oh, Konate with a vital touch, and it's back to Alisson. Sure, there'll be some appeals for a back pass there, but it was nothing like that. Oh, that was going for Harry Kane. Konate, the big touch, justifying my player of the match selection. And Oxlade-Chamberlain wins a free kick now. As we enter the final 20 seconds, and you feel that may just be that for Antonio Conte's side. It's looking like back-to-back home defeats for the men from North London, as Liverpool look to hold on and claim a first away victory of the season. Alexander-Arnold takes the free kick, chips it down, looking for Oxlade-Chamberlain. Back to Jordan Henderson. It'll be a Tottenham throw. Henderson's furious, but that's it. Liverpool have beaten Tottenham by 2-1 to claim a first away victory in the Premier League this season and climb to 8th in the Premier League table. Jurgen Klopp is delighted and hugs Mohamed Salah, whose 2 goals in the first half of the difference after Harry Kane pulled one back in the second. But Salah is the match winner, and Liverpool will go back north with the 3 points in the bag. It's finished here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham 1, Liverpool 2.